The world has changed. 1 year ago, the events known prevailingly as the Decimation ravaged the mountainside capital of Bulwark, and in its wake, the people of the once stalwart city attempt to rebuild their lives in this new, grim reality. The common folk widely speculate on the cause, with no answers or calming words from the new governing body. Only the highest of the hierarchy know the true source of destruction, while other lower cogs in the military machine know edited and redacted versions of the truth. The Birds of Prey, being one such group, know only that a great power awoke from within the mountain and laid waste to the city. Since that day, the unofficial team have completed several operations in hope of bringing a small fragment of light to the darkness of Bulwark. These are their stories. This is Birds of Prey Special Forces.
Hello, and welcome to Another Path. My name is Ryan, I am the DM for Birds of Prey, and we're gonna need a bigger boat. Big thanks to Zach and Chase for tag team editing this one, the finale of Arc 2. The birds have been just so much fun to write for and to run, and we just hope you enjoy their crazy antics and adventures. We would also like to thank some of our Patreon backers, Nate, Jeremy, and Zan, for their support previously. The birds have laid out a plan to draw out the beasts terrorizing the Harvest Festival when they come to the aid of an elven woman who is the sole survivor of a land shark attack. And that is where we'll pick up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the finale of Birds of Prey Arc 2, Jaws of Markville. This is the big one. All four of you turn and head north towards the sound. It's not very far away.
With my boots of striding and springing, I'm taking them big leaps.
And I've got
Hulk leaps.
And I've got a speed of 40, which is impressive because I'm little.
Yeah.
You're faster than me.
Yeah.
Faster than I think both of us.
Yeah.
Brody has a speed of 20.
But you can fly.
He's coming. He's huffing.
It's still my walking
but
speed, though.
He's coming, but he's huffing.
So I'm on the ground right now.
You all make your way north towards this cry of pain, and does Ragnar get there first? I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Bear probably would.
No, Bear would definitely get there first.
On Vera, you get there and you see a woman in what used to be nice looking armor that is just tattered. And you see her falling down to one knee and she's looking in your direction, and you can see her waving her two arms, one hand, bloody stump, and sees you coming and just kind of falls to the ground.
All right, hold on. Come on. All right, up you get now. Come on, look me in the eye.
She falls on the ground all the way, just grateful to see someone. And as you get there and you look and you see that she's not completely alone. She seems to be dragging two things. Make a quick perception check.
It is 10 city today. That is going to be 13.
13. She is dragging a person that has nothing below the knees.
Yikes.
And looks like some very hasty magic may be all that's keeping him from bleeding out and
Sure.
being dead. But if he's not dead now, he will be momentarily.
Yes.
And the other thing you see is a giant bloody head of some sort of creature.
Sure.
And the rest of everybody gets there, and you all take in the scene, and Anabaris down there down with her.
I have a potion of healing. I will give it to the man that is, like, on death's door.
Okay. You have to force feed it down his throat.
Yeah.
And it's 1 or 2? 2.
2, yeah.
Yep.
2. Okay, so he takes 6 plus 2. So he takes 8 points of health back. And
I've got...
the bleeding seems to stop. He remains very, very... catatonically unconscious.
And,
you don't know if you saved him or not, but you know the bleeding has stopped, so he's not going to die.
Right.
Any moment
He could
now.
still die of shock, but it's not going to be blood loss.
Yeah. As I come up on the scene, I pretty much shove. Apparently I have a greater healing potion. I must shove it into the woman. The woman. Like, just like put it into her chest and then sit down.
She takes it and fumbles with it because she has one, and you know she has one hand.
Yeah.
And the other one's a
use
bloody
your
stump,
teeth,
and she kind of holds it and forces it out and takes it down. She takes 13 points of healing, and you can see the bleeding stop, but there's a bandage wrapped around her hand, her stump. And as you notice, you're not sure how she's made it back this far, dragging her companion in this head, and She's even got this point. You can see peeking out of one of her few remaining pockets. You see a couple of fingers, and she's just on the ground weeping, thankful to be someone is here.
All right.
If I like, what I'm assuming, does she have her hand that got off?
Yes.
Could I reattach it?
You can certainly try.
Rad. Yeah. No.
As I get close, as they're doing this, I'm just going to take flight and just like 30 feet up and get a vantage and just scan the area.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to, I'm like,
Look out for anything that's coming.
Do you have your hand?
And she just points to her pocket. And
I reach and I just yank his hand out of her pocket.
And she just looks away.
Cool.
And you see her dry heave. And a little bit of health potion comes out. And
You want to keep that in there?
Keep that down, please. I'm going to, I take the
Ragna,
hand.
bedside manner.
And I pull the wrap off of the stump, and this will not feel very good, and I'm like pretty much pressing the two together as hard as I can, and I'm going to put a second level cure wounds into her.
Okay, great. So she'll take that. So she'll take the health. So roll that.
You're like weld the hand back onto the arm.
So that is going to be 9.
Okay, so she takes 9 more. So she looks slightly healthier. The color's restored to her face a little bit.
And then after that, I'm going to sit there.
What I would like you to do is make a combined check for me. I'd like you to roll sleight of hand, and I'd like you to roll medicine.
Yeah, that scans.
To see how well this
surgery check,
this field surgery goes.
I rolled 2 and I'm down and didn't.
It's fine. So I mean, it'll be the same.
Yeah,
you're going to combine it all
together.
All right, cool. So that's going to be with the +3. So that's going to be 24 total.
You put the hand back on and you reattach it. And how do you cast Cure Wounds?
Well, I'd probably grip my eye medallion that I have, and then I sort of pull a little bit of energy from whatever nameless god I worship, and just almost slap this hand and just start squeezing is what's happening. If it helps. Once that Cure Wounds take effect, I'm just going to start dumping Lay on Hands into her.
Okay.
Until it seems to work.
Okay, so here's what happens. So you spend, whatever you have left, spend half of your Lay on Hands.
Okay, cool.
And you watch the magic take effect, and you pull the bandage and the makeshift tourniquet off, and the hand seems to be reattached at the wrist. There's a very clear line where there is skin still missing, and it doesn't look good. But she looks back, dry heaves again, and she goes to bend her hand, and she can move 3 fingers, and Grimace is in immense pain. She will probably need a actual cleric, but for right now, you have saved at least most of her hand.
Now, would I have some sort of basic medical, a first aid kit?
Sure.
I just want to bandage it, and especially the bit that
I assume you all have. You've done enough road work. You have done enough field medicine.
That line especially.
You bandage it up real good as best you can.
Basic wound dressing.
Yes, that, and I'm assuming hand is going to swell, so I'm gonna just kind of give that a little bit of compression. So
she says, "Thank you." And she looks to her companion, and his chest is still going up and down.
Cool. Yeah,
erratically. But it's still happening.
Well, whatever conversation probably is going to ensue, I'm gonna keep an eye on, dude, and make sure.
Yeah, I am still alive. Up in the air scanning where they were running from.
All right, so Bilge, you make a perception check.
Oh my god!
Ragnar, you make one more medicine check for me.
4.
A 4. Garbage. You don't see as you're looking for people, and you're looking for those trails that you notice, and you can't see any of them. You're looking north where they theoretically have come from, but you don't see anything immediately. With what's your medicine
19.
check? Okay, you're able to keep a pretty good eye on him. There's a couple of times where there's one time where his breathing catches and he starts seizing a little bit, and you dump a point of Lay on Hands into him just to calm him down. But he appears to be as stable as he can be for right now. Somebody with more know-how is going to have to look after him, just to even see if he lives. But you've done the best you absolutely can. Annabelle, you look like you wanted to do something.
Yeah. You said that they're dragging a head.
Yes.
What's this head look like?
Make a nature check.
look here. I am not trained in nature, so that is going to be a 12.
12. It looks like a giant fucking shark.
All right.
The head itself is chopped off right beneath whatever you would assume the chin to be, and it goes back a ways. It is a bloody, disgusting mess. It smells awful. On closer inspection, you can see bits of skin and bone within the teeth. It clearly fed on something.
All right.
The head itself seems to be bigger than you thought it would be. It's not massive. Like, she was still able to drag it, and it's like really 3/4 of a head, probably.
Sure.
But it is decently sized.
All right. I got one.
I guess we got one.
I shout down from floating above them. Are you with the huntsman?
What?
Are you with the huntsman, darling?
Yes, I am. I don't know.
Get you all, huh?
I guess hopefully we're the last. Unless it's just me. She looks over at her companion, and you're keeping an eye on him. I think, they just tore through us. We weren't ready at all.
Yeah, they, 3 of them?
I don't know how many they were. It all happened so fast. There was more than one.
Sure.
More than one.
All right.
Boy, gods. She's clearly in shock. And
y'all got
the bit
legends
that you've done for hers.
Y'all got legends in town.
We've got a tent set up somewhere, just outside of town.
All right, let's get you to the tents.
They were attacked us back there. Not that long ago. We tracked them. Started at the Barrett farm, and Lord Tanglewood did some tracking or some math or something, and he figured out the escape angle from the Barrett farm, and he deemed they went this way, and we went in search of them, and then she gestures to her friend, who he says he was able to he cast some earth tremor magic down into the earth, and we brought him to us, and we thought we were ready, and we were not. They came out of nowhere.
How many of you were there?
5. There were 5.
All right, let's get you back to your tents. We'll see what's going on.
Thank you. So the 3 of you and Brody help her and her companion back.
Yeah, he rides with me.
Yeah, it takes a while to get back to town. Are you just leaving the fireworks? The firework cart kind of
I'll take it.
You're going to bring it back with you?
Yeah, I'll make sure that... shit.
I mean, I wasn't thinking we'd set up in town. I was thinking we could, get them back.
You two get them back to their tents. I'll start pitching camp here.
All right.
All right. So, Bilga, you start pitching a camp near the wagon.
Yeah.
So you're probably probably not quite a mile outside of town, but you're enough.
That'll do.
It's probably a good 15-20 minutes without injured people. It's longer with them to get back into town. By the time you make it back, dusk is falling. So the 2 of you return. You kind of go to skirt around town to get to where she says her name's Relin. She says their tent is on the side.
Your lord, did he die as well?
I think so. I assume they just came out of nowhere, and they grabbed a couple of them, and then one of them grabbed him, but they only got part of him. And
don't worry, we'll take care of them.
Thank you. So they make it back to the tent, and you get her settled in, and her companion settled in, for the evening. Okay, and you seem to make it there relatively unnoticed. Are you just leaving them there? Are you doing anything else?
All right. What are your plans? What's your next move? Think about yourself. Think about your buddy. What do you need done?
She kind of takes stock of her situation. Rolls a fucking natural 20. So she kind of takes a second and focuses herself, and you see some of the glaze leave her eyes as you see her mind start to work. And
there she is.
I think we will, I think there's a doctor somewhere in town, some sort of cleric, that hopefully he can help. And then I'm going to take this, and she pats the head that she's still clutching closely, and says, I'm going to take this and get the reward.
All right. Now, remember, when you go to him, you let him know that there are more out there. Because if you don't, when we show up the next couple of days with more of them, they're going to be right miffed if you went to go on to lead him to believe that you went and finished the job.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
There we go. All right. That is going to be a 15.
15, okay. She kind of looks at you and thinks for a second and goes, yeah. I'll make sure they know.
Yeah. Now, we're planning on fixing to finish it off tomorrow. If you're up for it, you're welcome to join us, but I completely understand if you want to sit this one out.
I'm saying
You done
well
good.
out of this.
You done good.
We shouldn't have even started with this one.
You protect your butt. You, this is your first time out?
Against something like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure.
Bandits are one thing. This is a monster.
You're telling me. All right.
This is a creature from the...
I'll be honest. I thought I was done with these things once I got off the boats. All right. You sleep well. Protect yourself. Put something over that so it doesn't break up the whole joint. Otherwise, you're going to get some more unwanted attention.
Yeah.
Last thing I want is you to be eaten by dogs.
Thank you.
All right. Be safe.
Make sure you flex those muscles. It'll hurt. But
And she kind of looks at her hand and just grimaces at the sight of it and goes, yeah. And you watch her very slowly turn most of her hand into a fist. And poetically, it's her middle finger that can't, so it just kind of turns into a bird. So she just repeatedly flexes and doesn't realize what she's doing, continuously flipping you all off.
I look at it. I go. Yeah, I was gonna say. Nice.
Sorry.
It's all right.
That's sort of our calling card. Anyway, goodbye.
Deuces.
All right. You want to get an elephant here before we get back? Excellent.
We walk off and like, Bilga's pitching camp, which means that Brody won't be pitching a tent tonight.
Every so often you make a joke and it's very funny.
Brody has come back in with the two of you.
Yes.
And has stayed behind with her.
Sure.
And is talking with her about what she wants to do.
Cool.
And as you make your way out, you see her gather up the head and go off to find the mayor. And you see Brody stay with her companion.
Cool. We swing by the festival, grab a couple other things. I get one for Bilga.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, if you fucks don't buy me an elephant here.
So you get your elephant ears, and you go to head back north of town. And as you're leaving the town, you both had a higher passive perception, right?
Yeah.
As you're both leaving the town, you hear a great shout and a great cheer come from the center of town, and you hear very clearly someone shout, "The beast is slain! We are safe!" And you make your way north to return to Bilga.
All right.
That would just make them dance harder.
So you return to Bilga, where Bilga has pitched a tent. Has Bilga done anything else? Or no, just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Watching the fireworks. Making sure they're not taken.
I shoot up the smallest bottle rocket.
You've got a sparkler.
Actually, no. What's happening is I have set up camp, and I have pulled the big one out of the wagon. I'm just sitting. It's just on the ground, and I'm just sitting there staring at it.
May I offer a suggestion? Because I love the idea of you holding a sparkler, but since your flame is black, the sparkler is just black.
It's just shadow, yeah.
Spark shadow.
Yeah. I'm just staring at the big one.
So it is coming on dusk. There's still light in the sky. You've probably got, before true dark, you've probably still got a couple hours. But you can stay here for the night, or you can go check out the site of whatever this was. Up to you.
I'm good to just bed down.
Just bed down? All right, let's bed down.
I don't think we're going to find anything new.
First thing in the morning, we'll...
Yeah.
Dawn strikes. We'll head out.
Everybody make an intelligence check.
There we go. Unnatural 20.
18.
19.
Okay.
There we go.
You all kind of collectively as a group agree that maybe you should just bed down and wait with the fireworks. And then all as one, you guys have the realization that, because you're talking about how you're not going to find anything new, right? It's just a bloody mess and everything. And
maybe one less bullet, but that's it.
But you do realize kind of all at once that this is a fresh kill, which you've not seen. So there might be something different. All the other ones have been at least 2 or 3 days old.
All right. One quick look.
Yeah.
We've got the tent set up. That seems to be...
We should probably cover and hide the...
I mean, definitely the fireworks should go into the tent, but...
I spend 2 sorcery points and cast darkness over the...
Perfect.
Oh.
Yeah, perfect.
You just see Bilga extend her hands, and light just is sucked out of the area.
All right. That'll do it.
Rolled himself.
There we go.
All right.
Ride.
All right.
Ride.
All right. Everybody make a nature check, or nature or survival.
7.
21.
17.
17. Okay. Even with the 7, Bilga, you are very easily able to follow the trail of blood.
Oh, from the stumps.
Yeah, and with it, from the blood, the bleeding, the smell, you're able to follow the trail, and it's probably only another 20 or 30 minutes riding before the smell starts to intensify, the smell of death, the stench of blood, and you come across what can only have been the site of this battle.
I'm going to tread lightly as I can.
It is impossible to miss. There are 3 fresh holes in the earth that appear to be the same size as the ones you've seen. There's dark, almost puncture wounds in the earth. Whether it's from fins or teeth, you're not sure. Loose dirt and rocks cover the ground. There's a broken bow. There's a mace that's kind of bent a little bit down the head. There's and then most notably in the center of all of this, you see a headless carcass. That looks like, almost looks like a giant armored mole. Is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
No head. And then you can also see, as with the farm, the long smears of blood leading back down the holes.
Gotcha. Here's a good question. The blood, is there blood leading into all 3 holes?
No, there's only blood leading to 2.
Into 2 of them.
So 2 of them ate. The other one got killed.
Got away. And the other one is... and looking at it, I think Ragnar's gonna, look at, its feet, like, its tools, pretty much. Mm-hmm. It's killing tools.
It is, as a player, it is exactly what you expect a bullet to look like. Mm-hmm. It is... Big
digging hands.
It has it had big digging hands. The hands themselves are, from side to side, are probably almost 2 feet.
Oh, man.
Like, they are
big
decently, they are decently sized hands, that look like they're specifically for burrowing. You saw the teeth on the head and how sharp they were, and this whole thing is probably, nose to tip is probably, it's missing its nose, but it's, we guess 10 or 11 feet, maybe a little longer.
This is fine.
It's a big boy. All right.
And the path of escape is clear.
Oh, yeah. Can I just roll basic investigation, see if there's anything that maybe we're missing?
Sure.
No, that wasn't great. That is a 10.
As you examine everything above ground, you feel like you've pretty much seen everything. Mm-hmm. You see broken weaponry. You do see all the blood, and the stench of it is a little distracting, and you can't get over this giant carcass and the knowledge that there's more of these.
Well, Bilga, the tunnel doesn't have much time to collapse like the other one did. If you want to take a look,
poke my head down. I'll slip down one of the holes real quick.
All right, you jump down one of the holes. It's pretty easy. You just jump down. It only goes about 6 or 7 feet down, and then with before, it kind of goes off at an angle slightly down, but not too much. And you look down, and you don't see an end.
Do we hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Fuck. 5.
5? No, you don't hear anything.
If we wanted to get really ballsy, we could probably follow these tunnels. But I say we stick with our fireworks plan.
I agree. We want to have them fight on our terms.
Yes. So, I'll just climb back or float back out.
Oh, yes. By the way, we brought you this.
Oh.
Can I give you the elephant here?
Snarf, snarf, snarf.
we have a what's a road trip snack?
Yeah.
For the way back.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are heading back to your makeshift tent?
Yeah, we're going to head back to our tent.
You head back to your makeshift camp for the evening and bed down and go to sleep through the night. Is there anything you want to do during the night, or you want to jump to the next morning?
I think just knowing that we're about to have what will probably be a pretty rough fight, right? It's like I'm a hit sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you all take a long rest through the night.
I spoon the big one. Just,
You accidentally light it in the middle of the night. You sleep cast.
Sleep cast burning hands by accident.
Okay. So, morning comes. You all make a little bit of a campfire breakfast. And feel as well rested as you can to go about this crazy day you have planned. As you're finishing breakfast, you hear footsteps coming up the road, and you see Gwent coming up the road wearing armor. He's got a shield strapped to his left arm, and he's got a pretty lengthy looking spear that looks a little nasty on the end, kind of slung over his shoulders. He's making his way up the road towards you, and he raises his spear. Hail the camp.
Hello.
Good morning.
All right, what's the plan? We're gonna set these bad boys off. Mm-hmm. He looks at the fireworks and he goes, "They gave you that one.
Gave us the big one."
Right.
I think, like,
Let's go a little bit farther away and set this up."
mm-hmm. If 5 of those people could kill one of them, we should be able to kill 2. No problem.
So, all right. So, what is your? But they lost 3.5 people.
We've killed the Cyclops.
So
Fine, I can fly.
So, what's your plan?
I think we set up we bury like the heads of the fireworks like in the ground.
Yes, I would say
in like a circle
on like a nice like sort of angle so that the butt is sticking out of the dirt.
Yeah.
And the rest of it's buried.
And then
I like the idea of it being like a circle. Like
and we put the big one in the middle of the circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can dig that.
Yeah.
Like just the big one loose, and I want to add an extra long fuse to the big one.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can add them so that they're all like
On a fuse.
That'll be my job.
And we can light them all together.
We'll let the pyro work with that.
All right. So you set it up. You set it all up so that everything except the big one can be lit off at the same time.
Yes.
And explode down into the earth is the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's most of them are buried, so they're not going to go anywhere. They'll just be
just so like the concussive force, just like shakes the earth.
Sure. Okay. And then the big one's kind of like in the middle of them all.
Yeah.
So
So
you
if
want to
they
light that
pop up
separately.
somewhere in there, we can hit the big one and then bam,
Okay.
and hopefully fuck a bunch of them up.
All right. So, and you guys are how far away from this?
I think I'm gonna be flying. I think I'm gonna have. So the way I see this is like all the fuses are kind of like grouped up into one, and then I'm flying directly above the circle, so that I'll light it from up there, and then I'm just gonna stay like floating. I'm just gonna stay flying like a good 60 feet above the top of the circle.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna be...
So I've got 4 hours of flight with my boots.
I'm gonna be on the cart, just standing on the edge of it, and about 40 feet, about 30 feet away.
Okay.
And I'll have my staff out, ready to jump in.
Yeah, I think I'm just sort of like in cover, sort of on the like around the corner of the cart. Just,
Okay.
if when dirt comes flying at us.
All right. And Gwent stands with you, kind of a little bit behind.
I click my boots, and I've got the fuse in hand. We're ready to do this, darlings.
Hit it.
Take my tinderbox, and I just kind of let the fuse drop.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna float up there.
How far up?
I'm about 60 feet up.
About 60 feet up? Okay.
Within fireball range.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Because I'm gonna fuck this thing if it shows its face.
All right, girls. Let's flock it up.
Sting plays.
That's not the brand. It's not trademarked yet.
All right.
We're working on it.
So
Y'all really love this. I'm learning to cast with my middle fingers.
Oh, nice.
it's a really good image. All right. So by this point, a couple hours have passed since you found a good spot and set everything up and got everything squared away. And you light off the fireworks and you hear the concussive explosions kind of one after the other. And you wait.
Keep on waiting for the bullets to come.
After a couple of minutes, if it takes more than like 5 minutes, I am going to hop down and start running in circles.
Okay. So Annabera hops down and starts running in circles.
Smart.
Yeah, because I'm quick.
And Gwent kind of looks and sees what you're doing and takes his spear and starts pounding it.
I'll minor illusion sound effects of footsteps down on the ground. Because that can do auditory as well.
Uh-huh. Cool. Awesome.
I'll just do like small little thunderclaps, like.
Okay.
Ragna's waiting.
Ragnar, are you doing anything?
No, I
okay.
think I'm just
all right,
fucking
a full 30 minutes pass.
Come on, you fuckers.
And Ragnar needs to make a strength saving throw.
All right.
Shit.
And Gwent needs to make a strength saving throw.
That is a 23.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, girl.
All right,
yeah.
both you and Gwent pass your strength saves as, without any warning whatsoever,
The ground
the
erupts.
ground erupts beneath the two of you, and the holes reappear, and the two bullets, not far apart, come flying out of the ground, get hang time, and come back down and land in the space that you both were in next to each other. You both save, so you are able to not be knocked prone.
Rad.
You are each going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Everyone roll initiative.
There we go. There's something decent.
All right. Wow. Good job, Gwent. All right. Bilga, what's your initiative?
18.
18. Nice.
That little stuff.
Yeah.
Annabera?
That is going to be a 3.
Ooh. Monk's speed is not 3.
No.
All right. And Ragna?
9.
9. The top of the round. First up is actually your good buddy Gwent
Hey.
with a 19.
Gwinty boy.
Gwinty boy is just going to attack the thing right in front of him. Gwent makes 3 attacks.
Yeah, boy.
They're not great.
Oh.
What was in that one?
Yeah, so he's stumbling back, taking the first blow. He's takes a couple of stabs at the bullet and manages to break through the skin on the second and third strikes, dealing a decent bit of damage to it. And he draws clear blood each time, and then he takes a couple of steps back and tries to put the cart in between him and the bullet. That takes us to Bilga.
All right. I'm going to, from my sleeve, withdraw the Wand of Fear.
Okay.
And I'm going to point it at the one that's not engaged with Gwent.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a charge from the wand to cast Command.
Okay.
It needs to make a DC 15, I believe it's a Wisdom save.
Nope.
Okay, it's Command. I can only choose from Flee or Grovel with the thing. I choose Grovel.
You choose Grovel.
So on its next turn, it goes prone and ends its turn.
Okay.
Nice.
And I do exactly that. I pull the wand, I point it at this thing, and I say, I've been waiting to say this. Grovel.
It's very good in the voice. All right.
It's very good in the voice.
All right. It takes effect.
And then I'm gonna just I'm still about 60 feet up, and I'm still gonna float a little bit closer.
Okay.
I'm still close to the big one, though.
Okay. You're close enough to the big one, because they are not. They are in a
Yes.
different area right now. And that takes us to the one that you made grovel.
Awesome.
And it will. It falls prone and ends its turn.
Yep.
And that's.
Yep. Target falls prone, then ends its turn.
And then the effect ends.
And then the effect ends.
And then the effect ends. Okay. All right. That takes us to Ragna.
Rad. Well, I want to try to get myself in a line with the one that's groveling and the other one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold my halberd in my offhand, draw my new javelin in my main hand, and I'm gonna huff that bad boy
Okay.
and say zap. It's command word.
The whole phrase is the command word.
Oh, as I throw, I just say zap, and then as I let go, it's gonna go.
But it
into
sounds
a
like
lightning beam.
Zap.
Zap.
Okay.
Yeah. So first, I need to make an attack roll on the other one.
Yeah. Make that attack roll.
Doop 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 boop.
Phenomena.
That is a 18.
That hits.
Rad.
All right. So you line it up.
So
and
I
you're gonna
line
get,
it up and I throw it. So it turns into a big lightning bolt. So I'm pretty much casting lightning bolt here.
You're throwing at the one that's still standing, or the one
So
that's
my
on the ground?
target is the one that's standing, and
Okay.
the one that's groveling is between us.
Sure.
So the one that's groveling needs to make a dex save, which I don't know.
I don't think prone actually gives a disadvantage, weirdly enough.
Yes, but dex save happens.
No, it does not.
Yeah, prone's
It is-
weird.
Yeah, it is fine. It's fine.
Oh, well, it's not fine.
19.
It's going to take half the damage.
Okay, it takes half damage. So roll that
yes.
damage.
So it will take 6 lightning damage.
All right, it takes it. And then how much damage does the other one take?
And then the javelin skewers the other one, so it's going to take a d6 from the javelin,
Okay.
which will be 9 piercing.
All right.
And then, I think that one, it just takes 2 d6 lightning from the set. Let me double check Oh, no. No, it's 4. 4 d6 lightning. Oh, that was a good roll. So that is going to be 17 lightning.
Total.
Ooh, very good.
Total.
Well, that was just the lightning.
Plus
and
the 9
Plus the 9 piercing.
So it takes 26 damage.
26 total.
Nice.
Very nice.
It does not look good. It's looking a little crispy, actually.
Yeah, so in one moment, she just sort of sets the halberd in her offhand, draws the javelin off her back, and goes zap, and just hooks the thing. And as it goes, once it leaves her hand, it stretches into just a large beam of lightning that just sort of brushes, since it's lying down, the top carapace of the first bullet.
Okay.
But then
it skewers it.
And then skewers the far one. The lightning, it recedes and it turns back into the javelin that is now pierced into the side.
Yes,
of the bullet.
but the javelin stays there.
Yes,
right?
the javelin is attached to
Okay.
it. It doesn't return to it.
Okay, and that's the end of your turn?
That is the end. Oh wait, no. Well, I've got 2 attacks, and that is just attack 1.
That is just attack 1.
So yeah, I have my halberd in hand. I'm gonna charge the one that's on the ground.
Okay, you have advantage?
Oh yes, because on ground.
Because it's
and
prone.
I can stand back 10 feet since it is a reach weapon. That is an 18 as well.
That'll hit.
Red.
Roll that damage.
That is 13, I believe. Slashing.
13 slashing. Okay, that one is past bloodied at this point.
Excellent.
The one that's on the ground.
The one that's on the ground is past bloodied at this point, as it took because Gwent laid into it.
Gwent laid into it.
Gwent
yes.
laid into that one first. And now that takes us to the other one, the one with the javelin
irradiated,
sticking out of it. And it screams in pain, and it is going to
Fuck that land shark up.
You see it rise up on its hind legs, take 2 steps, and jump higher than it possibly should be able
monster
to.
Leap.
And it jumps into the air and arcs and comes down right at you, Ragna. Javelin waving in the wind. So you need to make a strength or dex save, your choice.
That is a 15.
Okay. You pass the DC, so you are not knocked prone. But it is going to as it hits you, 23 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You are going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 9 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, so that's
20.
As
total.
as it hits you with the brute force, and then its claw swipes the back of you and gets right underneath your shoulder.
As a reaction, I'm going to channel Divinity Rebuke the Violent.
Okay.
Yay.
I need you to make a
Very
wisdom
nice.
save.
12.
Fuck yes. All right, so you fail. So you will take 11 bludgeoning and 9 slashing.
Well, it's radiant damage, right?
Oh, but I'm sorry. So 20 total radiant damage.
Is it all of it or just one attack? How's it work?
Oh, it wasn't 2 slashes.
It technically counts as 2.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, then so it would be the first one. Then.
It would be the first one, so
Yeah.
it'll take 11 back.
Yeah, so 11 radiant.
Okay, it takes it. How's that look?
It hits me and go, fuck you. and the eye on my chest blares with light.
That takes us to Annabera.
Excellent. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do. The one that's on the ground. I'm gonna hit it with my brand new staff. And it's on the ground, so I get advantage.
Yep.
Because it's all melee.
Man, you're gonna do so much.
I'm going to fucking send this thing to the moon.
Why do you think I knocked it prone?
Yeah, alright.
I'm here to help.
First attack is going to be a 21.
Hits.
I want
that
my
is-
girls to kick some ass.
And that is a d6. Oh, if I can stay on the table half hill.
It's under your chair.
That's going to be, thank you, that's going to be a 10.
Oh my god.
Does it 10 damage?
10 damage. Does it live?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to, since I used my staff there.
You have 2 attacks though at this level, right?
I know, I'm getting to it.
Okay.
But I am still going to spend immediately for Flurry of Blows, and you'll see why in a second if I kill it.
Do it.
So, I'm going to make 2 unarmed attacks. First one is going to be a 18.
hits. These aren't unarmed, though.
Yeah, it's with your staff.
It's with your
my
staff.
flurry of blows is with my staff?
If you use the charge from the staff, if you hit with the staff first and expend that way,
Okay.
you make the flurry of blows with the staff.
Excellent. Okay.
If you can also otherwise you can use your key points and if you
do it.
pass that, but
Okay, in
yeah,
that
if you make an attack with the staff, you can use the charge and
Excellent.
Hit it with
Okay.
your- hit it
That
with your
changes
stick.
how I do things ever so slightly on my end, but thank you for the clarification. All right, and so I'm going to start wailing into this thing with
Yes.
the staff. Okay. And so that was the first one, and I need to use a D8 instead. All right, that is going to be 9 damage for the first flurry of blows. Second flurry of blows attack is going to be a 22 to hit. An additional 7 damage.
it does not look good.
Okay, then I will take my second attack,
Okay.
and that is going to be a 19.
Hits.
And 7 more damage.
7 more damage.
Yes.
It is still breathing.
Yeah. I imagine like 4 or 5 really fast hits, like boom, 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 and then just one final huge crack against its head.
Yep.
It is barely breathing, but you can see its stomach still move, and it's
Oh, come the fuck on! Alright, that's me.
okay. That's Annabera.
Yep.
Gwent is up next. He turns and is going after the one that Ragnar just went after.
What, that just fucked me.
Yeah, he's going after that one. That's going to be 2 hits. With his spear, he runs in and stabs this thing 2 more times.
Nice.
This one is really not looking good either.
How do I get it to eat the big one?
That one is really not looking good either. Is bleeding from several wounds as the spear just lashes out and with impressive precision gets underneath points of the carapace. That takes us to Bilga.
I have a vision of something I want to make happen, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it happen.
Do it. I believe in you. I'm right in front of you. Put me in, coach.
I will kill you.
I can get out of the way.
I'm going to float. I'm going to take my speed and move down to the ground. And I want to huck the big one about halfway between me and where they're all fighting.
Do you have it?
It's on the ground, so I float down to get to it.
Okay, 60 feet down.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have that speed. Fuck. Never mind.
That was my thought.
Yeah. So fuck.
Because you were very smartly staying out of range.
Yes.
But it also means you're out of range.
Well, I fly 30 feet down.
Okay.
Damn it. I want this to happen.
Look, if worst case scenario, we go home with the big one.
I guess. But I want to be able to stick it in its mouth and cast fireball and
Look,
say, smile, you son of a bitch. I have a dream.
Look, and we're here to make your dreams happen.
All right. Do you float down 30
Float
feet?
down 30 feet.
What else are you
I guess I'm just gonna, because everyone's in a big melee, I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch at the one that's Unbara just fuckered. Mm-hmm.
Do you have to spend sorcery points for that?
No, it's just a cantrip.
But it's a touch spell.
No, it's Chill Touch is the most deceiving spell in the world. It's 120 feet and is also necrotic damage.
Okay.
You send like a gross, like, spectral hand.
Okay, great.
grabs
You create a
them.
ghostly
Awesome.
skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range, and it just kind of like caresses them, and it's nasty.
Okay. Do you make an attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an attack roll.
It's a
All
very
right.
confusing-
Which one are you going at?
Oh, I guess I'm not attacking the one that's not prone because it's a ranged attack. So the one that Gwent is fighting.
Okay.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, and I'm level 5 now, so it's gonna be 2d8 necrotic damage. So
That's me.
6 necrotic damage.
6 necrotic damage. It is still breathing.
But hey, it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
It's true. That is the best part of that spell.
That's a good part of that spell.
So I float down 30 feet and I cast Chill Touch and
Towards the big one.
toward the
The big one. Okay.
floating down.
So that next turn you could get there.
And I want to, and I'll just free action shout, and it's like, to them, just like, come my way, I have a plan.
Okay. Next is that bullet that you just touched.
Chillfully.
Chillfully. You chillged it.
Chilga touch.
It just takes a quick second. Fuck. Yep, it's not running. That was a natural 1 for running.
Yep.
So it will.
It's going to double down.
It's going to double down. And who's in its range? That would be
Pretty sure everybody.
Me and
Gwent.
Gwent.
So it'll go. Gwent's the last person to hurt it, so it's going to go after Gwent.
See you, buddy.
Make
It just makes its way towards him. Holy shit. It's a 19 and a 20.
Oh, bye, Gwent.
Yeah.
See ya, bud. It was nice knowing you.
So
You got a
that's
real cool
I gotta do
spear.
some math.
In the meantime, don't forget to check out Zach and Griffin's Multiversal Pet Shop. This show brought to you by
Jesus, I need a dice roller.
Bye, Gwent. Coming soon to Ghostlight Media.
Dice roll.
Do you like Shakespeare? Do you like beer?
The bullet turns and two claws scythe into Gwent. The first one catches him full across the chest, and the second one catches him straight across the neck, separating the part of his head from his neck. And you see the expression of fear on his and surprise on his face as you watch the body tumble over.
You done got Gwent killed.
Look, we can rebuild him.
You did the thing with the girl's hand. Do it with his head.
There's many more arteries in the neck.
That takes
fine.
us to Ragna.
It's much harder. Fuck.
Get over here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right next to Gwent. The problem is I'm being stared down by a fucking monster.
Yep.
Do I have... I don't know.
Do you want to attack the thing? Is it because it goes slice, watches this thing fall, and then turns and looks straight at you, Ragnar.
Yeah,
It's very
no, it would be
clearly
stupid to
engaged
stop
with
right
you.
now.
You do you, boo.
Make a perception check.
You do you, boo.
This is rely on sight because it hit
Yes.
me. I have eyes of the eagle, which
Yes.
gives me perception.
Yes.
Advantage.
Yeah, you do.
Cool.
Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 5,
Okay.
so that gives me an 8.
An 8. That was a pretty gruesome wound. He dead. He's
Yeah.
super dead.
It's-
He dead. Wow, ouch. Also, this thing looks close.
Yeah.
Like, you're not sure how close. Quick once over, you're not totally sure, but it's badly wounded.
Billigus said bring it over there. I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to tear around the truck,
Okay.
the wagon,
wagon.
and start heading towards the big one.
Okay. You disengage and run that way, leaving Gwent to his bloody fate.
His bloody fate.
That
Hopefully
takes
I
us,
can help him later.
That takes
But his head
us
is
to
pretty much
the other bullet who is on the ground. He will stand. Yeah, he's an idiot too. He stands up, and Anaberry, you're right there. So
Yeah, I am.
he's gonna tear into you.
Go for it.
No crits this time,
Good.
so that's good.
Sorry, Gwen.
Ragnar
needs to look out for Ragnar right now.
That's gonna be a 16 and a 19.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Both of them.
It's just easier to do it this way.
Yeah.
The two claws scythe out at you, and they catch you, one up the shoulder and the other down the back, and you are going to take 28 total damage.
Ooh, doggy. That hurt.
Oh, beans.
Okay, let's take a look here. That is 28. So that leaves me with 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah, I have 33.
Okay.
Shit.
I would have dropped me in one.
Monk HP, man.
All right. So that's its turn. It is.
Okay.
It is staring you in the face. What are you going to do about it?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with my staff.
Okay.
That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excellent. That is going to be 5 damage.
How do you want to do this?
It claws into me, but I have the waxed quarterstaff up. It goes in, I shove back and bring the staff around two-handed and just crack it down the middle of the head, and it just crunches
The skull
down.
crunches. Skull crunches in, and you see a little bit of bullet brain start to seep out, and this thing
Excellent.
just stops in its motion and falls slowly
A+ crunch.
and heavily to the ground, sending out a
crunch, yeah.
tremor as it hits.
I'm going to spend a key point for Step of the Wind.
10 out of 10
Okay.
crunch again.
And I'm going to use that to run the fuck away, use my dash action to get back to the big one, and I'm going to crack the big one right into the other one's mouth.
Ooh.
All right, make
Like croquet.
Yes,
All right,
exactly.
so you get to the big one. You line up your shot.
Yep.
Make a ranged attack.
You pull out
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
3
make
wood.
a.
That is going to be an 18.
Okay. All right. If we watch the big one start flying towards the remaining bullet in midair.
Get it, sister.
Aren't I next?
Yes.
Yep.
I love you, Chase. It goes spiraling
I know how to help a sister out.
toward the remaining bullet. I peek my head around for a second to see Gwent on the ground. Yeah, he's dead. And my eyes turn black, and I extend my hands out and say, "Smile, you son of a bitch." Cast Fireball.
Okay. For posterity's sake.
Oh, and I'm
roll
gonna use.
damage.
I am gonna use Heightened Spell to make sure it's at disadvantage.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, that's a failure.
Yeah.
Roll some damage.
What is the effect of the big one exploding?
We'll get there.
Okay, that's a good start.
Oh, that's a lot of sixes.
That's 2 6
folks at home.
to start. So 12, 18, 22. Oh my god! 28, 34, 38, 43 points of fire damage. That was a very good fireball.
Yeah, it was.
So the fireball,
Black fireball,
the
too.
black fireball ekes out, the little mote of energy ekes
Yeah.
out and connects with the big one, and nothing happens.
Oh.
And then, like a nuclear war, the wagon, Gwent, the bullet, the living bullet, the bullet corpse, everything goes up in a plume of black fire, radiating to the heavens.
Meanwhile, I'm sprinting away.
I would like Anamera and Ragnar to make dexterity saving throws as you run away from the explosion.
Can I have an advantage?
You can both have advantage. Yeah, we both have advantage for this.
Yeah, I mean, I was 30 feet.
This is the big one.
This is a fireball on the big one.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Dex saves, that's 17.
17? All right, good
The
enough.
other one was a nat 1.
You both get out of the way. You do feel the flames on the side of your face.
On the side of my face?
Run and jump, cool slow-mo, jump away. I do have twice my normal jumps.
Yes, you
jump
do.
distance for this
Oh,
turn.
I have triple my jump distance.
Yeah,
'cause of
you
my-
guys get away.
You guys are literally doing the Tom Cruise, like, arm windmills.
No,
Like,
but what's great is that we both jump, okay, but then the explosion freezes. We're in midair. The camera pans 360 degrees
Matrix
around
style.
us, yes. And then
The explosion
I
settles.
died, for goodness
The
sake.
explosion settles, and the three of you regain your bearings. Bilga, you come in and land very much like a black, fiery scarlet witch coming to ground
it's a really good analog.
and take.
And
All right.
blow out the
blow out the finger.
Now the problem with this is there's no heads to take back. There's some bones, but these things were incinerated.
This is fine.
So you give it a minute, and
this-
you
the beasts are
the three
already
of you
dead.
go over and look and check, and Gwent is so dead.
Oh, he's probably barely even
Like
there.
there's you
Poor
find
sweet Glint.
I take out
you
the,
find his spearhead.
Rest, sweet boy.
I take out the Stone of Far Speech.
Okay.
Hey, Rory.
Oh, gotta get hold for hat.
Holding for hat. Thank you, hat.
Thank you, hat.
Yeah, what's going
Well, you
what's
want-
going on up there? What
You want the good news or the bad news?
I'd like some good news, please. I just got out of a budget meeting.
Oh. They're super dead. We killed the fuck out of these things.
They are reduced.
Land sharks.
Oh shit, man.
They are reduced.
Oh,
to
shit,
cinders.
man.
However, we did reduce them to base components.
Cinders.
Well, that's fine by me. I mean, if they're dead, they're dead.
All right.
And there was already a report by some local huntsman that the beast is dead. So
All right, they're all dead then. You got them all.
Yep.
yep.
Well,
As long as we get paid from you.
Oh, yeah, you'll get paid from me if you
All
want to
right.
get. Yeah, you'll get paid from me when you get back. That's
You know
great.
what? Good. The small town needs one hero. We're better working in the shadows.
That's some good work. Y'all enjoy the y'all done some good work and not a lot of time. Y'all enjoy that harvest festival.
All right.
All right, I'll see you. How about give yourselves like 2-3 days, right? I'll see you
right.
back in a couple of days.
Thank you.
Rest up and think about how you want to tell a story, because Man, fucking budget meetings. But this is great news because it means maybe we can keep this going.
Yeah.
Our first outing was a rousing success.
Rousing success. Well done indeed. No casualties whatsoever?
None whatsoever.
Make it deceptive. With advantage because you only have to lie with your voice. He doesn't see you.
Nice. That'll be a unnatural 20 then.
All right. That's some mighty fine work. No casualties. Maybe that should be y'all's catchphrase.
Ragnar, no casualties, Sutharasis.
No, I'm thinking let's flock them up.
Let's go.
Let's have a brand meeting over drinks.
Absolutely.
That sounds like a good idea. All right. Well, good work, ladies. Good work, birds. I'll see you when y'all get back then.
Thank you, Colonel.
I'll start spreading the news. Good work.
All right. Birds out. Good evening, and welcome to a rare Another Path intermission. My name is Chase, one of your players this time around. With the length of this doozy of an episode, we wanted to take a quick break here at what is surprisingly only just past the midpoint to give you a breath of fresh air, remind you to check out our sister shows on the network, Zach and Griffin's Multiversal Pet Shop, Shakespeare, and the newly rebranded Imprinted Echoes. I would also be remiss if I didn't point you to our Patreon, where we will be seeing a much-needed update with the start of the new year. And if you want to check out some extra content from your friends at this table, I would absolutely make sure to keep an eye out there. Also, if you want to support us, make sure to visit anotherpathpodcast.com/merch, which will take you to the Ghostlight Media merch store, where you can buy all manner of goodies to cover your home and self with. With that, it's probably time to get back to it. After all, this isn't called the big one for nothing.
Y'all head back to town.
Time to get into the casuals.
Yeah, y'all head back to town. What do you do? How do you return to town? What do you want to tell? Do you want to tell anybody?
I mean, we tell Brody.
I
think we give Brody the full download.
Okay.
And he can disseminate as he needs.
All right, so you get back to town. It's past midday at this point. It's getting on to the afternoon. As everything's really starting to heat up, and there's even more colorful streamers at this point. It's stretching out now. Even more people are arriving. It's just looks like it's going to be a really good party, especially since there's no need to fear anything. You guys kill them all. So you find Brody, you tell him what's up. Well, that's great work.
There's not anything left of them though. So
where's Gwyn?
There's not anything left of him either.
His head was sort of removed from him.
But he went out fighting.
I take the spearhead that we found and I give it to him.
He takes it and takes him a second to realize what it is, but then you see a tear start to roll down his face. And he takes it and well, I guess we'll.
We could not have done it without him.
It's true.
This is how he would have liked to go. That's good. Well, put this in a place of honor over at Markville. Put it up on the wall somewhere, I guess. Yeah, we'll let. If you all really are good with letting the huntsmen be the heroes, or whatever's left of them.
Sure, fuck it.
Look, we work better in the shadows. People need to know who we are.
That I can do.
Let them know that we did something, but they can be the hometown heroes. That's fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of working in the shadows, I have some dissent to spread. And
how do you want to celebrate the Harvest Festival?
I have one quick thing I want to rewind and do real quick. I do want to take one fragment of whatever was left of the bullet, like just a piece of bone or something.
Sure,
like
you
just
take
even
it.
charred as it may be.
Okay, you take a toe bone.
Sometime later in the night, maybe like halfway through our festivities, Bilga would sneak off and return to the farmstead and just leave a note. I'm not going to disturb the family.
Okay.
The Barrett homestead.
Right, yeah, you do this like pretty quickly.
But I separate and I just leave a note and say, I'm so terribly sorry. The monsters are slain. I will send part of the bounty your way. Birds of Prey.
Great.
Actually, no, I don't sign it.
You don't sign it?
No.
Well, that's left.
And then I rejoin people for festivities. Bilga made a promise. She needed to follow through on that promise.
So what carnival games are you going to play?
well, right now Ragnar's like walking around, like, standing in like the line for like steak tips, and like says to like Aunt Bear, it's like, I heard that there was a second attack just outside of town, and that 2 of those things got away.
But that would That would make the mayor a liar and a cheat.
That
would make the mayor a dirty, rotten liar, wouldn't it?
That most definitely would. And you know what? I don't want a mayor who lies to me.
You know who should be mayor? That good constable.
Oh, Constable Brody, what a good man.
I heard,
honest man.
I heard that Gwent was killed in that second attack, and he took care of the whole thing.
Gwent would, what a man.
I think in Gwent's honor that Brody should be mayor.
Oh, most definitely.
All right, everybody make a persuasion or deception check, whichever you choose.
There we go.
As
17.
you attempt to spread salacious rumors about the mayor.
It's not salacious.
Oh, actually, that's a...
Guys, will someone look at my fucking dice tray?
That is a natural 20.
Nice. I got an...
And that's a +7 since 27.
I got an unnatural 20.
Jeez.
My persuasion's actually higher than my deception, weirdly.
Yeah, so just like we're playing toss the softball into like the apple, the apple barrel.
Yeah, but all said and done, you all roll. You start to spread these whispers, this whisper campaign.
Oh, also, I burn his house down. No.
I thought about writing the big words across his office in blood.
I thought about saving the big one for him. But I don't want to be committing murder.
Mm-hmm. Arson, maybe. Murder, not our style.
So you spend your afternoon, play some carnival games, spread some whispers, and it starts to pick up a little bit of steam. And there starts to be a couple people going yeah, I get that. I haven't seen Gwent today. He must really be gone. And weren't there 3 holes? There were 3 holes, right? And only so that makes sense. And and then. Yeah, so it starts to spread a little bit.
The mayor was so worried about the harvest festival, he didn't even care about that poor family.
That family should have had condolences from the mayor, and he said nothing at all.
Nothing at all. You said he was so busy.
How cold.
Heartless.
Fiendish.
I would not want a mayor like that.
As dusk falls and the firework display is set to be lit off, the mayor gets up on the stage and says, "Hello, people!" And there's a chorus of cheers, but there is a small splattering of boo and "you liar!" And he's taken aback for a minute and then just presses on. Yes. Let us celebrate the Harvest Festival as we have always done it. A fireworks display to start this off. And the fireworks start exploding behind him into a glorious display. And I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no.
Had a feeling something was coming.
That's a 21. 18 plus 2.
4.
Okay.
Wisdom 12.
Okay, we're going to pause. We'll keep this bit in. Everybody, go through the mechanics of a short rest.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So whatever hit dice you want to use, whatever everything, go through the mechanics of a short rest.
Do I get sorcery points back on a short rest?
No.
Okay.
That's a long.
Then nothing happens for me.
Okay. Oh, because you don't have to heal, so.
Yeah, I didn't take
You're good.
damage.
Okay.
14.
I've used 1 spell slot, so.
Oh, no.
20.
I don't like this.
I'm almost back to full. Okay.
Ragnar, you rolled a 21.
21.
Bilga?
4.
Hanabara?
12.
Ragnar, you manage to keep your wits about you as you feel the ground start to shake, and you feel something coming. You keep your wits about you. Hanabara and Bilga, you feel the ground start to shake, and you are essentially stunned as you feel the decimation happening again. Something large coming from beneath the earth, wherever you were in the city that day. You flash back and you flash back hard.
No.
You remember the people you lost, the people you haven't heard from, the force, the sheer size of it as a dragon destroyed Bulwark.
I immediately reach out for Bilga.
Same. I think that happened simultaneously.
Another calm emotions.
Okay. Cast calm emotions on the 2 of them.
Yeah, it's in a 20, each humanoid in a 20-foot radius.
Okay, so everybody's in the right there.
Yes, I fail intentionally.
Yeah. Everyone in this crowd.
And you feel it. You feel it coming, and then the townspeople around you start to talk and whisper, and the fireworks are muffling some of the sound, and then you see and you hear a tremendous ripping of the ground as a hole probably 15 feet across erupts from the earth, bodies falling into it as you see the silhouette of a giant bullet.
Oh my god.
A huge mama bullet.
All right.
A mama bullet.
Let's do it.
Fly through the air, come down, swallow the mayor whole,
Sorry.
dive back through the stage and back down into the earth. Like that, it's gone.
Hooray!
Alright, bye.
The crowd screams in terror and everyone starts running everywhere. Tents are destroyed.
Fuck.
Tents are pulled down. Decorations are destroyed. There's pure chaos of people just running to get out of the town. Let's roll initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
balls.
Much worse.
21.
21 for Ragnar.
6.
6 for Bilga.
7.
7 for Rivera. 16 for Mama Bulette.
Oh, and unless I didn't mention it earlier, but I want to retcon. I definitely got my magical fucking.
Yes, you absolutely got your magical javelin back. It is not destroyed because it is magical.
Because it is magical.
However, the handle is still somewhat singed.
Yeah, the
handle's actually
leather grip is a little.
It's a little,
crispy.
It was a really nice polished brown maple wood.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's blackened in places. It almost twists into it. It's almost pretty, but it.
Yes. It's seen some things.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So Ragnar, you're up. It's gone.
It's gone. Cool. I have lots to do here. I am going to give me just a moment. Cool. I am going to slam the handle of the halberd into the ground as I prep. I can't do a bonus action and hold an action, can I?
I think you can.
I think.
Yeah, you can hold your action.
You can hold your action.
But that's
It's
not a
your
bonus.
reaction to burn to use your activated action.
Yeah.
Rad. So can I
so bonus action
first? Yeah. So bonus action, Thunderous Smite, and it is ready to go.
Oh,
And I will
nice.
hold an action
okay.
for when this thing comes. I'ma just
You're gonna
wreck it once it's close enough.
All right.
So if
With
it's
your
within-
halberd?
with my halberd. So if it's within 10 feet of me,
Okay.
I can smack the thing.
Okay. Great. And that is your turn.
And that is my turn.
All right. Let's.
So yeah, I hammer the handle on the ground, and it lights up and powers, and I take a stance ready for it to.
All right. Well, I have rolled for randomness, and sometimes the random gods love what happens because I did roll your number.
Rad.
Yeah. So,
Let it come.
so you see the giant bullet breach breach through the ground a good 60 feet away from where it went in, and it rises up and it takes care of half of a building as it comes out of the ground, and it comes rising up. It hits its peak. It looks around and it sees the three of you standing your ground. Well, it sees Ragna standing her ground and comes diving down straight at you.
It can fly?
No, on it, the apex
thought
of
you
its
said, like-
jump, the apex of its jump, it kind of motions and moves
Oh, cool.
and just angles its landing right at you. So, I'm gonna let your thing hit it first because you have reach.
Rad.
Nice.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. I saw your face and I agree. That is a natural one. So that is only an 8.
Okay, and you had Thunder Smite prepped?
I did. I mean, it lasts for a minute
I think it keeps until an attack.
until I make a successful hit with it. So,
But you nat one. So you keep your Thunder Smite. Here's what happens. So you keep your Thunder Smite, you swing and you miss, and you just miss, and your halberd catches the side of, catches a ring of streamers, and just a little bit of lightning shoots out, and it creams down it, and it goes into his tent. You see this tent catch fire and just goes straight up.
oof. Yikes.
And now it's going to attack you.
Yikes sickles.
It gets 3 attacks. The first is a natural 1.
Nope.
Then it's going to be a 22 and a 25.
Yeah, both of those will do it.
Okay.
It was nice knowing you, ladies.
Okay.
Very warm.
Did you get back to full, Zach?
I did.
Okay, that's very, 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 very...
Ruh-roh.
As the bullet slams down into you, first you need to make a strength save. I assume that's better than your dex.
Yeah.
Make a strength save to avoid being knocked prone.
Take the pencil out of your mouth.
That's not. What?
Take the pencil out of your mouth.
It's an audio format.
That's a fucking 7.
That's a 7. Okay, you are knocked prone, and the huge bullet roars above you as it knocks you to the ground, and its claws tear into you. The first one completely missing and gouging probably a 5 or 6 foot gap into the ground, and it comes back and hits you 2 more times, and you take
A lot of damage, probably.
59
Oh, I'm down.
points of damage.
That wrecked me.
as you hit the ground and you stay down.
Okay.
That takes us to Anabera.
Well, shitballs.
All right. I'm going to attack it. First attack. If this thing is focusing on my friend.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage on that.
Do that. Yep.
No one
Let's take a look here.
14.
I'm sorry, not 14. I'm sorry, 24.
24
Very different.
hits. Absolutely.
Okay. And that is going to be, it's going to be 9 damage.
Okay. Takes it.
Second attack. Come on. It's definitely going to hit. Let's take a look here because that is a 25. Let's see if I crit. I do not. That is going to be attack number 2. Oh, God damn it. That's why I've got multiple up here. That is going to be an additional 6.
Okay.
And then I will spend for
Flurry of
my last charge for Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
And... Oh, knocked out that one. Okay. Let's take a look here. That is only going to be a 17.
Meets.
Excellent. That is going to be a 10.
Okay. Takes it.
Excellent. And... so close. That's going to be a 26.
That'll hit.
And 7.
7. Okay. You deal 32 points of damage, all said and done, with your fancy new staff as you lay into it.
Yep.
And it takes all of it. It looks okay. It looks fine.
All right.
Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. That takes us to Bilga.
I'm going to angle just to the... I'm going to get shoulder to shoulder with Anbera.
Okay.
And I'm going to withdraw the wand, and I'm going to use the Cone of Fear effect.
Okay.
It's going to hit a lot of civilians, but that's okay, because they're already pretty scared. Okay. Every creature in a 60-foot cone needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom save or become frightened.
Okay. So this doesn't affect Ragna. She's already down.
Right.
And it does not affect Anabera.
Because I'm right. I want to... Yeah, I'm right beside her.
All the civilians fail.
Right. But they're already terrified.
Yes.
They're already running.
And it's not a bad thing, because maybe they're running away from here.
Right. And that's what this effect is their only option is to move as far away from me as they can.
Right.
That is what this is. That's what this is.
All right.
So it's a Wisdom save 15.
I have rolled a 16 and a 19.
Damn it.
So it passes.
Shit.
All right.
That's my turn.
That's your turn.
I don't suppose... never mind. I couldn't do that anyway.
Yeah, you can't force.
Yeah.
Because it's not a spell.
Right.
It's your... Yeah.
I also don't have that many sorcery points, so...
Oh, okay. All right. Top of the round.
Well...
before Ragna, the townsfolk are screaming in terror, but they are moving away.
Yeah.
They are clearing the area. There are some that are still left, but they're clearing the area, and most of them, having seen buildings fall already, they are not going to buildings, they are getting out.
Yeah.
So the battlefield is, or what remains of it, is clearing, and you feel better about collateral damage of lives. Maybe not so much buildings, but gotta hope for the best here. Ragna, death save.
19.
What?
18.
That's an 18, good buddies.
That's a pass.
Excellent.
All right, that is good. One for the good. All right, that takes us then to the Bullet, who is going to turn
Yep.
and go straight for Anabera.
Yep.
He's going to make 3 attacks.
Okay.
15.
Meets.
26.
Yep.
Natural 1.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to take 2.
It's only gonna be 59 damage.
Yeah. That would only almost kill me outright.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
What?
Shit.
Oh, okay.
That's shit.
Okay.
That's got to be a record. That is, for reference, 8d12.
Wow.
That's how much you take here.
Okay.
Each one is 4d12 for each attack.
Plus something for
You
sure.
take 31 points of damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
By 1.
This is the death of the birds.
Okay. Anabera falls to the ground.
I have half of an idea.
And it's Anabera's turn.
Okay.
So roll that beautiful footage.
7. That's a fail.
Oh no. Okay. All right. That's one fail. Bilga, you have seen both of your comrades go down.
I am going to
Flashback so hard.
heart pounding in my chest, and like Bilga flashes back to a minute to Kid Bilga, and just being terrified. It's been a while since that's happened. She is just going to drop and cover Anbera's body, and just focus and spend my last 2 sorcery points and cast Darkness.
All right.
And a 15-foot radius sphere of magical darkness just fills the area.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stay as quiet as possible.
All right, make a stealth check at advantage.
Double 8s.
So that's
8.
Okay, so this happens. The darkness expands, and you and the body of Anabera disappear into it.
And Ragna, because she's not that far.
And Ragna, she's not that... you're all pretty close. So the three of you disappear into this darkness.
And I'm just like trying to hold my breath. And I'm praying to whatever unknown patron gave me these dark powers to hide me.
At the top of the round, the screaming begins to fade somewhat as they're moving farther and farther away, and an eerie silence is starting to fill. And then you all hear... You don't see anything. You feel the heat, but you're in the darkness.
I don't hear shit.
Yeah. I can see through... For what it's worth, I can see through my own darkness.
Oh, you can see
because I have umbral sight, yeah.
Okay, so what you have seen then...
So I was like cracking an eye open, just like...
is what you can only describe as a margarita cocktail. Come flying through the air from the mouth of Markville. And one very proud barman watching his concoction fly.
James, you son of a bitch!
Powerful rum.
The bullet rolls a 2.
Okay, just looks up and goes,
So bullet rolls a 2, fails its dexterity save, and takes the full brunt of this thing. And it's... Now that you can see it, you can see parts of its armor falling away and severe burns eating up its insides, and it looks that hurted bad. That takes us to Ragnar's turn. Ragnar, go ahead and roll your death save.
That's 11.
11 is too good. All right, it's 2 to the good. All right, and then you can't feel it because you're unconscious. But the camera pans out and we can see an elven woman with a bad hand across the street raises what remains of her staff, having seen where you've fallen, and casts Mass Cure Wounds.
Hey!
That's nice of me.
What a mensch.
22 hit points to all 3 of you.
Yay.
I, weirdly enough, haven't taken damage yet.
All day.
Thanks, Boots.
And that takes us to the bullet,
Fuck.
who turns.
Don't worry, it's completely... everything's obscured. It can't see shit.
And locks eyes with one Mr. James Buffman.
One job.
James Buffman.
James, no.
Guys, we gotta save James.
Gotta save James.
Fuck you guys, I'm saving James.
This thing takes off running and jumps and leaps. Oh, James, no.
James, no!
James Buffman dies out of the way, but he may have escaped the bullet, but the building does not.
In Margarita.
Oh,
As the bullet comes down and crashes through the large part of the first story, debris catching James on the way down.
No!
And he hits the ground. Still breathing, but not dead.
Markville
And part of the building falls and looks like it's teetering and may continue to fall. Anabera,
all right.
your turn. You can't see shit.
Huh? Ah, fuck. I'm dead.
You're alive.
Oh, good. Right. What the fuck's going on?
I just kind of, just very quickly, just point in the direction of the bullet.
All right, I'm going.
And just I kind of just turn you in that direction.
This is absolutely something you've all experienced before.
Yep, I get up and go.
Okay, you get up and you go, and you take off, you run through the darkness, and you take 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're clear, and you see the bullet. You can get there.
Okay,
With
cool.
40 feet, you can get there.
All right, I will spend for, I will go ahead and attack. He's attacking the bar, so he's flanked. He's not paying attention to me.
You can have advantage on the first one.
So he's flying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's good that I had advantage on it.
Threatened by the bar? Is she threatened by the bar?
That's going to be a 16.
17.
Beans. Okay. That was my first attack. Second attack. 22.
That hits.
All right. That's going to be 11.
Takes it.
Nice.
Okay. And then I'll spend for, what's it called? I'll spend for Flurry. 22.
Hits.
I'm sorry, that...
What?
11.
Wow. Okay.
And that is going to be a 20.
Yep.
Yeah. And last one. Thank you. 10.
10 more.
Yeah.
Nice.
As you run and you jump and you go off debris off the post, off part of the second floor, and you come wailing down and you'll whiff the first one, but you land on its back and you dig into the unarmored pieces, and it is hurt. It is rough. It is not great. Ragna. No, sorry. Scrap that from the record. Bilga.
How bad off is Markville?
That building might fall down.
Might. Because just want to let you guys in my thought process here.
There is a giant hole through part of the second and into the first, and it is teetering.
There's probably still a lot of alcohol in that bar. I could blow up the bar and blow up all the alcohol in it and maybe really hurt this thing.
You will absolutely kill James Buffman.
He
might not be dead right now.
doesn't have evasion.
That's fair.
So even if Barrett passes.
Well, here's the thing. I don't have a lot of non-AoE things.
So what are you doing? You stand up,
I'm gonna
focus.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop concentration on darkness.
Okay.
Good.
And fly up. I'm flying up a little bit, kind of at an angle.
Sure.
Closer to the thing.
Okay.
And because I can shape this, I'm gonna draw a horizontal line basically through it with Agonizer's Scorcher.
Nice.
Fire.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it.
So
It needs to
dexterity
save?
save.
14.
Passes.
Okay.
My DC is super low.
So
But
it'll take half?
half of 3d8 fire damage. 10. So 7 fire damage.
All right. Take 7 fire damage.
As a line
and you
of
shape
black
it.
fire.
You shape it so it doesn't hit the building.
Yeah, basically because it's a large creature, I'm basically just kind of cutting a line horizontally through the creature. As just black fire, just the line erupts, and it kind of doesn't really get through the shell that much. But I'm flying a little bit now.
All right. That will take us back to the top of the round. James Buffman can do nothing. Well, James Buffman can do one thing.
He can run.
Isn't that 20, baby?
James Buffman stands up
James, no.
at 1 hit point.
James.
And he looks up and he looks at you, and you very clearly hear him go, "My Marg machine." And James Buffman runs back inside the building.
James, no!
Not the Margomatic, it's not worth it!
There's only the one.
Can we...
It's not patented yet.
James, we can rebuild it. Make it better, faster. Able to chop up more ice quicker.
Ragna.
This thing faster still.
Close enough to get to it?
Oh, I know what whatever.
You're prone, so you're gonna have to stand up. So you're not after you do that.
A javelin.
I mean, I do, but I can only lightning it once a day.
It's still a magic
You can
javelin.
still throw it at
I mean, yes. And I just can't make 2 attacks.
Can you smite with the javelin?
No, it has to be melee attack.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
That'd be dope.
Could I throw 2 javelins?
Yeah. If you have 2 javelins, it's 2
Yeah, I mean,
attacks.
I had other javelins.
Yeah, you can make two ranged attacks.
Rad.
You mundane javelins.
You just have to have 2.
Yeah, those lame jabs.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, no,
you stand up.
what's what I'm going to do? If I still have him in sight,
Sure.
bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on James Buffman.
Yay!
So I ward him
absolutely
against attacks. So anyone that wants to harm him has to make a Wisdom save.
Okay.
First. Nice. And yes, first I will huck the lightning javelin.
Do it.
I wish I could smite, but I cannot. That was bullshit. It was a fucking 14.
Misses.
I will huck another one.
Clangs off
which is
part of
even
the-
more bullshit.
Ugh.
Yeah, no.
The 2 javelins
I do
clang.
nothing.
The first one clangs off its armor and falls. The second one misses and hits a post and is kind of quivering, stuck in the wooden post. That takes us to the bullet. And Bilga, you were the last thing to hurt it.
Yes.
So it's going to move towards you.
Ragnar's had
Is it moving away from me?
It is moving out of your range, Annabelle. You want
I
to make a
will
reaction?
in fact use my reaction.
Top attacks. Hit it with your stick.
That's going to be a 22.
That'll hit.
Ragnar's attempt to attack
12 damage.
It takes it.
essentially Tom Hanks at the end of Saving Private Ryan. Yeah.
All right, bring it.
It's going to attack Bilga.
Guarantee you it's going to hit me. Several times.
17.
Hit.
Please don't die.
15.
Shield.
Okay.
Nice.
14.
With shield, no.
Okay, so you get hit once.
Well, with your health, that might still wreck you.
Well, I have some bullshit.
Vilga's gonna check themselves before they wreck
Oh,
themselves.
yeah, that's
I'm a half orc and I've got a shadow sorcerer thing.
this is fair.
All right, Bilga, you take 36 points of damage.
That would drop me relentless endurance.
Relentless endurance. So
at
the
1.
slash takes you down to one knee.
Ow.
No, darling.
Oh,
And
can I say I ran?
Yeah, you move towards it, yeah. Annabara.
All right. This thing is engaged with Vilga, so I have flanking on it again, right?
Sure.
Excellent. First attack is trash.
It's trash.gif.
Yeah, trash.gif. Second attack, 15. Nothing.
Misses. Both
yeah.
attacks miss.
Even with advantage, I rolled under 10 for both of those.
Oof. That's not great.
Nope.
As you run and you go for a weak spot and it just glances off his armor both times. That takes us to Bilga.
I'm going to...
As you are down to one knee and one hit point, staring up at this thing that is on its hind legs now is easily 20 feet up in the air.
I pull out the wand. I spend a charge. Grovel. Wisdom save. DC 15.
17.
Damn it. I see it not move and I go, well, fuck.
And you stay there.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I draw a dagger.
In the bar, you hear a shout of joy from one Mr. James Buffman, who reappears at the door, sees what's happening, and then just very slowly takes a couple steps back.
Priorities, James.
Guys, I
Realizes
found my own.
he's got magic around him. He's just like, I'm gonna hunker down right here.
Yep.
Ragna.
It's in the fucking air right now?
No, it's not.
I was
It's
like,
just it's 20 feet tall,
Oh, wowzers.
and it knocked Bilga to the ground.
And it's not prone.
No, it is standing.
Okay, cool.
Folding.
I didn't grovel. Rad. Yes, so I've been sprinting. I'm gonna hit another Thunder Smite.
Okay.
And
Roll your attack.
I want to fucking try to do this.
Flanking?
Oh, this
Yeah, flanking.
That is a 18.
Hits. Roll damage.
Fucking rad. And I'm a dump a fucking level 2 Divine Smite on that too.
Do
Yeah,
it.
you are.
Do it.
Rad. So we're gonna deal. Oh wait, 1 second. From the halberd, it's gonna be 8 slashing from the halberd.
Great.
It's gonna be 6 thunder from the Thunderous Smite. You need to make me a strength save.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Dope. We'll cover what happens from that after I also give you this divine damage, this radiant damage.
Yeah.
Because they're all together. Do. Where you at? It's going to be, it was second level, so yeah.
Yep.
3d8.
3.
3d8, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, 3d8. Fuck yes. And that's going to be, ooh, that's good. 16 radiant damage.
So what's the total?
Oh god.
You said 6 thunder, I think
9.
9 slashing.
Yeah, so 6 thunder, 9 slashing, so that
15.
is 15, and then, oh god,
16.
16 thunder. I mean,
So-
16 radiant.
31 damage.
31 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh,
Yes.
well, with the Thunderous Smite, and he failed that, so what would happen is it'd be thrown 10 feet away and knocked prone. So, after the weak, stumbling throwing of these javelins, she finally finds her footing and starts sprinting. Seeing it coming after Bilga is just fucking booking it. Brings her halberd above her head and, gives it just as much divine energy as possible and leaps with her boots of striding and springing. So she gets about 15 feet of air and just fucking cracks the shit down. And you hear her scream for the first time ever, which is, bitch! And I fucking wreck her with this halberd, and it just sends her flying 10 feet back. She skips off the side of the Margaritaville. Sorry,
Markville.
Sorry. And then it
Not
lands
just
in a
Mark.
heap on the ground.
And then
Sorry, I lost my cool like that.
Flip it off.
Flip it off.
Flip it the bird.
Double birds.
One Mr. James Buffman, the only remaining soul. Well, and the woman, the elven woman that you saved, they step out from their places of relative safety to a town that's a little bit burning and a little bit worse for the wear. But the mother Bulette, lays dead in the street, and one James Buffman looks around, looks at you all, and says, "Well, margaritas, anyone?"
Thank you for joining us here on Birds of Prey, Jaws of Markville. Parts of this adventure were from Bulette Storm by Chris Bissett and Loot the Room, and you can find it on the DM's Guild. As Chase said at the mid-break, check out our updated Patreon, as well as our merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. A special thanks goes out, as always, to our backer, Nathan N. Thank you just so much for your continued support. You can find the four of us on Twitter: Chase at TQ Loudly, Griffin at GriffCold, Zach at ThatGuyZachRob, and me at Ryan_Albrecht. Thank you so much for listening, and always remember, a land shark will knock you on your ass with some watermelon. The Birds of Prey will return.
You go into battle, and then you just hear like, "Do, do, 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 in Margaritaville."
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.